The end game for Diablo 4, outside of Uber Lilith, it's nightmare dungeons. It's how high you can climb in the nightmare dungeons. Everything else you do, like even hell tides like you're seeing right now, it's for the purpose of gearing up, and you gear up for the purpose of seeing how high you can go in the nightmare dungeons. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Guys, this is an ARPG at the end of the day, at a core, right? Nothing wrong with that. The issue is that at the end game, well, I don't want to say it's an issue. This is really not an issue. Just the way the end game is designed and the way these mobs are and just the way this game is, there's a massive emphasis on CC. Resistances are a meme. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch a video that Crypt made recently. Very, very informative video. I felt the same way. Resistances are a meme. Don't want to take it. It's actually pointless, and armor has extreme value, but if you continue to climb, especially starting to climb to the 60, 70, 80 when mobs are significantly higher than you in level. I think tier 46 is when mobs are at level 100, which would be your equal level. Anything higher, that level is not scaling. It will continue to go up. These mobs will hit you extremely hard. Of course, I'm playing on Rogue, but even on Barb, even on Druid, it's no joke. But regardless, just the way it scales, man, you take so much damage. And I've even spoken to Datmods about this as well, and he plays Druid. CC is just king at the end game. It really is. If you can't CC the mobs, you're gonna die because you take so much damage. So the early game stuff where the mobs, even just now where I'm fighting mobs relatively close to my level, this is a joke. You know, I don't take that much damage and I just melt them. But that's not the case later on. When these mobs start clipping you for like 2 hits takes away like all of your HP. And there, of course, there's unavoidable damage in this game. Of course there is. Okay, suddenly the only way to complete these nightmare dungeons and to continue to climb is through CC. And if you don't have CC in your build, you're not going to do it. Like I mentioned earlier, my initial impressions with the game was, oh, well, should I balance single target? Should I balance, you know, not like CC? Because you can't CC single target bosses, right? Or certain bosses. So I was like, how do I balance that? You know, and it's like, no. The non-CCable bosses outside of Lilith, Uber Lilith, it doesn't matter. It's such a joke anyway. You don't. So CC is king. It is literally the most important thing. CC breaks are also extremely important. If you get caught with a CC, you don't have a CC break, you're dead. You got to be able to CC the targets or you're dead. Keep those two things in mind if you want to climb in the end game in Diablo 4, because that's what the entire combat and that's what everything revolves around. Can you or can you not CC them? So originally, when I wasn't even considering Cold Imbue in my Rogue, it's like, well, yeah, now Cold Imbue is, I'm learning that it's extremely important, or it can be extremely important. Of course, there's other ways to get CCs. Trap builds are fantastic. One of the issues that I'm finding with the Death Trap build, is it amazing for climbing and leveling 200? It's amazing, probably the best. Definitely the best. But the issue with Death Trap is that if it doesn't kill the bot, if it doesn't kill the enemy, you don't get the CC reset. And I know there are obviously, you know, solutions. You could talk about the unique and all that stuff, but just generally speaking, right? It becomes a different game when you start pushing past tier 46, which is when the mobs start out leveling you, and there's a little bit of a scaling issue and resistances being a meme. CC is everything, boys. CC is everything.